I'm welding away making this, right? The earth lead is actually on there. The earth lead is going on the bench, and of course the bench is connected to the vise, and the vise is connected to this piece, which we're connecting to that piece. So a steel bench is always handy for welding, but you just, well, you can't. There's no room to put your bench thing down here, but I keep this is where my welding handle always goes. So it always clips on there, so it's no chance of it sort of arcing or touching or putting it down or nothing like that. Anyway, we nearly come to an end on this now. Well, as far as we're going to go for now. So, just because this looks safe enough, and it isn't red, watch. It's enough to take the skin off you. Yeah. Always cool your work down before you even get anywhere near it. Because that, you'd grab that and it would have took your skin off. So, you know, we've got to extend the gate in that corner, so we'll be able to put this somewhere. This is the tube, or the scaffolding tube will be here somewhere, wherever it decides, the wall will determine the height of it. This will be the rod coming in and out. This will be the rod coming in and out. Hold on. Let's just put that there ready for you. That'll be the rod coming in and out. This will be the catch. The rod will withdraw. I haven't done that bit yet. The rod will withdraw. Hold on. Yeah, the rod will come back. The catch will go down. So I think we've got there, you know, we've got the clearance. I can either cut this or do something with it. As long as it clears the bottom here, that's all that matters. I'm quite happy with this being a loose joint, because that will stay free. We're still in control, but at the same time, we've got enough. That's not going to rust up and seize up very often, is it? Although, you know, I do like doing my joints, so my oiling, keeping my joints well oiled. Then the gate will come in like this. Hold on, the gate will come in like this. This is only this we've got to put, so this should be easy to place. Drill a hole, the gate will come in. This will drop into it. That'll be a top link. Yeah, so I think I've just took the edge off there, you know, just took the edge off. It still might be a little bit too cold around, but we can mess with that later. Yeah. And then that'll be the top link down to here now. I'm sure, hold on a minute. So, I'm sure a tack would have done, but because my welding isn't the best of welding, I tend to try and weld everything I can see. So I can see those surfaces, I can weld there, there and there. Some of it's got to be holding somewhere, isn't it? Same as there, there and there. So I'm sure a proper welder would have just put a little tack here and maybe a little tack there, or maybe just a tack there and there would have been perfectly adequate. But when your welding is hit and miss like mine is, just weld everything, every surface you can get welded together. It's going to be holding together fine. And that's going to be the top of the gate. Yeah. Ooh. So, do the framing on the gate. That will tell us where this has got a place. Whether we'll make the frame and this will sit on top, we don't know yet. This should be quite easy, just to rebuild the frame, put this in there. Doing that come there should be easy. What's the next job? The next job is finding, because it's gonna have to fly above the gate, isn't it? I don't think it could be behind the gate because it's gonna clash, isn't it? We'll have to watch out for that. But I think figuring out, let's do this next. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that next. I can make this now, can't I? am I going to add to it? I've just got to make sure it gives me clearance under there. That's all that matters. So if you're going to put something on here, cut it short first. We've got plenty of access to get to it, to weld to it and add on to it. We've got to remember to do that bit. We've done the sides and the front. We've welded that in and we've welded this in. Yeah. So I'm quite pleased. I've not really figured this out yet. Haven't really made a plan. Is there enough either side to put a little bolt in there? Take this nut off, take this off, drill a hole through there, and then put some sort of capture. That's the next thing we've got to think of, haven't we? Because it's got to go from here, which would be open, ready, to there. But no, we don't want it to go there because it'll cam lock. We need it to rest here somewhere. We could even put a bar across there, couldn't we? We could weld a little bolt across there to stop it ever cam locking. Oh, we might do that. Yeah, we'll get a little bolt and we'll just tack it in across here. Stop that from coming up when we're finished. But how are we going to do this bit next? How are we going to do this bit next? That's the question. That is the question. So I'm thinking, cut this in half, take it on the bench saw, cut that in half, take the end of these off, cut that flat and cut that flat down there. Then that would give us this, wouldn't it? Give us this. The rod would connect here somewhere somehow, whether it be welded or could rest the rod on there, couldn't we? And this would slide in there nicely, wouldn't it? This would actually be there, so we'd have enough clearance either side, and we could just do that, couldn't we? And that would do, and that would give it, if it lifts a bit, we could do it that way. Yeah, so cut this in half. Nice strong piece of metal. Cut that off there. Cut this off here. Drill a hole through. Drill a hole through. Use a scroll pin so we don't get any excess. And that would then just sit on the bottom and slide in and out, wouldn't it? Yeah. Let's go and cut this in half first and leave that underneath, so that's, the painted at the bottom, so it'll be nice and slippery. And that should then run backwards or forwards like this then, shouldn't it? Whilst managing that. Yeah, let's do that. How am I going to get these two to connect to that? I could weld one either side of it there, but you're going to lose your flexibility. That's not going to be flexible, is it? And we're going to screw this onto here, aren't we? That's how we're going to get a connection. But I always worry, it makes it thin. You know what I mean? It makes it... you drill a hole through there, the small bolt through it there. Your strength is in the smallest, weakest part, isn't it? So I want this to be the smallest, weakest part. So you know what I'm going to say now, don't you? You know what I'm going to say now, don't you? So I know it doesn't fit, but the good thing about welding is you can make it fit. So this fits there. This will, I don't want to, we've all got plug sockets, haven't we? We've got dozens and dozens of plug sockets. So we'll force this onto there, which will end up like that, which we'll drill through this side and that side, put a bolt through, They could be the outside there. That's the coming and going. We haven't lost much, have we? And then I've already started to round these off. This will go on the inside of the bolts. Oh, I think we found our way. Yeah. Let's give this a bash. Pull that nylock out of there so it doesn't ruin the weld. Weld this onto there. Drill a hole. Weld these two on the outside there. Put a curve in here like we've started there. I think it's going to work. So I was faffing around trying to get that seal out of there. Might as well just cut the damn thing off. That's going to help my weld stick together a lot better now. And remember to take the rubber out the middle, and you see how thick that's going to be getting a bolt through there. It's a much better place, isn't it? So let's do this first then. So this is where that nut doesn't fit in there, but you jam it in the vise, hold it tight together, put a nice burn in here, go the other side, squash it back together again because it'll try and open up on one side, and that'll be just fine. That'll be just fine for what we want. So that'll hold together for now. I'll go back and weld it 100% afterwards, but bit this side, bit that side. I think now we'll drill. Oh, look at that, it's not flat. It's not flat on flat, look. Oh no, it's not, is it? So shall we use, what shall we do here? So that's the end of the shaft. So we've converted this thread, yeah, without damaging it. This will thread onto there. Go on with the lock nut somewhere there. So we're going to convert that into those two bars either side now. Let's see if we can drill a hole in the damn thing. Not to get in your way, I can't praise these drill bits enough. They're amazing. So let's go through with a small hole first. Do we need to center punch it? Is it going to walk? Let's see. No. That'll do us fine. Let's see if we can get through. Can you see that now? Let's see if we can get through with this. Oh, look at that. Wow. Whoops. They do that, don't they? Drills do that. Hold on. And the harder you click them, they force onto the drill and they're breaking the bloody chuck of the drill. Right. Just as they break through. Come on. I'm being as gentle as I can be. We're through. Right, let's see if we can keep going. That one's at a funny angle. This is where we're going to snap the drill. There it's going. Ooh, it's bending the drill. Come on. Let me put you from above. It's bending the drill because it's at a stupid angle. Hold on. Let me try and get you above. This is where it's all going to go wrong because that isn't square with that to go through. So I'm hitting that surface at an odd angle. It's already tried to bend the drill. Ooh, see what it's trying to do? Look at that bite. If I can get pressure on it. Oh, slipping. Oh, got it. We can drill through now. Yeah. Once we've got that nose gripped, in we go. Is that level straight? Well, it will be when we finish with it. Come on. No, that's that drill fried. Pretty much, I think. Oh, it doesn't want to go. Oh, it doesn't take you seconds to burn a drill, does it? That's... I go through so many of the damn things. We'll go a bit bigger. We'll go a bit bigger, I think. Because we're going to go a bit bigger anyway. So... No. See what we're going to try. Let's try them indestructible drills. Try this then. This is one of them super duper drills. It's not going to spin up on us. We'll have a good grip on it. And these are like, they look like a masonry drill, but you know, they show you in the shows, don't they? They'll drill through anything. Well, let's see if they will drill through anything. I think you have to put a lot of pressure on these though. And the first one's done. Ooh, second one, let's go. Ooh, it's not doing it. I think it may have come out the other side. Let's turn that around. Ow. It's warm. We haven't come through yet. It's a pity. That's a pity. Right, let's get the mad. Let's get the mad and let's get it through. Come on. No. Ooh, well, it soon killed that, didn't it? Let's try another one then. That's me and drills. You know, the man who flogs you these things. Right. We've come too far. We're going to get through this. So let's miss the first hole and go through the next hole. Right, come on, let's go. Going, it's digging, it's digging. Maybe not going fast enough. It's getting there. Come on! Oh, all of a sudden, this hole's going to bang through. And you're going to smash your knuckles on the back, aren't you? Yeah. We've all been there, haven't we? It is chewing away at it. I'm going to change the battery. Let's give it a bit more speed. Well, there are bits coming off it. I'm really leaning into it now. Yeah, that ain't going to work. This one looks used. It might go, it might not. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like brand new. Come on, come on. No. No, that's not doing any good. Well, it did it once. It should do it again. Another new one. Slightly bigger. I'm using the outside edge on it. Ooh, now here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Try slower, let it get a grip. Sometimes you just have to grip the metal. Sometimes when you've done that, you've heated it up, you're spinning it, the drill doesn't even get a chance to grip it. So come on. Sometimes. No. Ooh, let's go back to traditional drills then, see what happens. I mean, fair play. These DeWalt drills are pretty good because they've got that little starter makes all the difference. That little starter on the front of it makes all the difference on the DeWalts. Let's try these. I think I got these from France. Are they German? I'm not sure. HSS drills. Let's see if we can get through them with this one then. It looks pretty new. Something I haven't burnt up already. Let's try it. Right, no messing about. Get through the hole. Ooh, it started. I could see shavings coming off it. Come on. This is what jams the chuck. I think it's trying, I just haven't got a grip on the drill. And I don't want to do it too hard, it's one of these. What's going wrong there? Try again. Oh yeah, it's digging. Digging, man, it's digging. Yeah, tried then. Come on, come on. Put too much heat into it. Put too much heat into it. That one definitely tried. Once it gets a grip. Yeah. I've hurt my hands that many times slamming it in. Once it breaks through. Do you know we're nearly there? We can see daylight through there. Ooh, it's going to try us. Let's try this one. Brand new. The only reason I tell you it's brand new is because it hasn't spun up as usual. Dead Man Shed. This is Dead Man Shed. British engineer. Dead Man Shed. You probably don't remember all them drills I had out of one Dead Man Shed. I think we're going to approach it slowly first. Look at that! British Engineering Dead Man Shed's brand new drill. Wow, that's what did the trick. Well, what finalised it. Anyway, at least we've got a hole. At least any hole is a good hole. So forget that for a game of soldiers. Drilling a hole, finding a pin, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to weld this in here. That's our joint already made. There's always, you can always pick these up in car boots. I've got dozens of them literally. So let's weld that in there. Universal joint, that gives us what we want. We'll move on from there, I think. Did I ever bother? Ooh, just put a UJ, get a UJ out of the car boots, whatever. Look, that gives us so much flexibility up and down and left and right. So you don't even have to be straight. So I'm going to burn this in here, burn this in there, turn it round, burn it in again, and then all we've got to do is capture that butt. We'll probably put another UJ here actually, because this is going to be sitting on the surface, isn't it, underneath? Yeah. Anyway, I'll show you what I mean now. Just missed that. I've been attacked by the hot blobs. Them's the ones you got to watch out for. you get a red hot blob land on something, there's the beginning of a fire for you. Wow, what a faff that was. So we've come out the shaft, we've bypassed our hole. What a faff this was. Get your monkey's uncle, you know. Anyway, we're there. We'll cut that off. We'll find some way now of making this connection. We'll probably put another UJ joint there, I think. So, because we've got plenty of length, it's going to be the gate. That's not quite sitting right, but it don't matter, because it will do when we finish with it. So we've got to marry this with that. And I ain't going to be drilling no hole through and putting no pin through. Our friend that's already done will use one of these again, I think. So what will happen is this will slide in and on the top of that. Yeah, we might even have to put a bit of a rail, okay, guide rail, and that'll be connected to this, and this will be connected to that, and that'll do this, and that'll be connected to the shaft on the end. Ooh, we're getting there. This is going to be doing that. That's going to be doing there. That's done that connection. This is doing this connection. What do we do? Can we weld that just straight up there? What if we welded that straight to there? Would that do the job? Wouldn't, would it? Would it? We welded that to there, say. Put that in a... Cut that off. Put that in there. Would that do the trick? I think it might do, you know. Cut the end off. Maybe no need to cut. Yeah, cut the end off. Let's cut the end off. Cut the end off, and then we'll weld some. So if we weld a socket there, that's going to get us nowhere, isn't it? Yeah, I think we've got to cut that, slice them ends off, cut the end off, and we'll make some sort of connection that way somehow. I think. Cut this off, I think. Yeah. Cut this off. Put something that's going to connect there. Pity we didn't have a broken one of these. Some sort of block. Come on, Reggie. Think. How are we going to connect this to there? We're going to do that. Should be. Is there some sort of a... I wonder, Annette, we could get something like... We need something like this, don't we? Hold on. We need something like this. So we get a socket at one end. We could put that in the shaft, cut the nut off, or even, well, yeah, because we ain't got space, so cut the nut off and then weld another socket on this that reaches that. But we don't want to use, have we got a vintage version of that? Oh, we can maybe use a spanner. Let's start thinking about maybe how can we butcher a spanner or a ring. Oh, a ring spanner. Let's try a ring spanner. We might have it. Cut that off. Ring spanner round there. Cut the end of the ring spanner, or even find a socket that fits on the end of it. So put another socket here that fits around there, weld that together, and then put this. Find the correct ring spanner that goes over there. Yeah, so we'll have it like that then, won't we? Then that will use that. Connect, cut this off, make that, put a socket on there that fits the end of this one. Oh, we've done it, yeah, so let's cut that off. So I think I've got it. Weld a ring spanner there, a bit lower down maybe, yeah. That would give us our connection from there to there. Weld a socket onto there, and that's the back of that socket will reach the back of our connection, won't it? Yeah. Oh, Oh, I think we found our solution. Well, we won't use this. We'll go and find an older vintage socket somewhere, and we'll weld this to that. That will give us the turn. We'll cut this off. We'll weld a socket onto the end of here, leaving us a square, which will then connect to that mechanism, and that mechanism will then run along the top of here with a bit of guidance. Yeah, I think we've got it. That's going to come forward to there, isn't it? Yeah, bring that as forward as we can there. Yeah, that's connected. The spanner's welded to the end of the shaft there. So then that comes into this, which connects into that, which connects into these two here, weld them together, run this along, do this here, use that there. We've made our way to the shaft. We know this is going to come in and out the shaft, don't we? And it's all going to do that once it's all put back together. Yeah, this needs turning around because we want this nice painted edge to run on there smoothly. We're going to make the twist. It doesn't really matter, but we're going to make sure that welds on there without losing too much twist on here. Do you know what? I think we've done it. Woohoo! Okay, it looks like it looks like whatever it looks like. I mean, you might put a few bars here to protect this up the side, but how would you get from there to making this work there? How would you do it? And okay, it's cost me a couple of drills, which is a silly move. I should have done that straight away, and a bit of welding and an afternoon's playtime. Brilliant. I'm really pleased about that now. Yeah. Only thing, we've got no adjustability anywhere, have we? We have there connection, but there's nothing to finally adjust anything anywhere, are we? So we've got to put some sort of a thread in here to give us the benefit of the doubt. Maybe from, I don't know, put a nut in here and a bolt on there. We need some sort of fine adjustability, not just that there. We'll have to think about that. When we're connected there, we come to here, we've connected here. This is our adjustability here, so we can fine adjust. Yeah, we definitely need to build in some sort of adjustability along the way to put the sort of twistiness, to take out the if you build all that and it's binding, it's too tight, you need to something that takes out the tightness. Like these take out the tightness, but we've got no twisting sort of ability to take out the binding up on it somewhere somehow.
That's round and smooth. So look for a bolt that has a bit of a shoulder on it and one that fits in there without play. See that play? That's unacceptable. So let's keep searching until we find a bolt that has A, a shoulder, and B, no play. Okay, we went into our batch of bolts. We found a bolt that fit very nice. It's a 3/8 inch diameter by 16 threads per inch. Now you could say, John, there's a problem. Problem is the threads end here. That's always a problem. Now, if you can get a shorter bolt, and or if you live in the UK, you give Reggie on the road. You say, Reggie, I need a. He's got whatever you need.
Yeah, I have, John. I have. Come and send me a challenge and get me a bolt that I cannot find.
So we'll mark off with a marker.